Hey, wonderful folks. I'm Charlotte, your host on Learn and Chill. This is the show where we kick back, unwind, and hopefully learn something new. Whether you're a knowledge seeker or just looking to add a bit of zen to your day, you're in the right place. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the world of fascinating facts together. In today's episode, we'll be delving into a topic that might reshape how you look at your plate. The downside of what we eat is that with poor diets, you might not feel the effects now, but they might become evident down the road. The good news, with a few lifestyle changes, you can put yourself on a much better track. Stay tuned for an eye-opening exploration into the world of our daily food choices on this episode of Learn and Chill. Your body will thank you later. So, let's begin. All good things start at the beginning, and at the beginning of this story is glucose, the chief macronutrient in most of our diets. Glucose, a simple sugar, is a key player in our body's energy game. When we consume carbohydrate-rich foods like bread, pasta, or fruits, the digestive system breaks down these complex carbs into glucose. This breakdown begins in the mouth and continues in the small intestine, resulting in the release of glucose molecules into the bloodstream. As glucose levels rise, the pancreas steps in, releasing insulin, a crucial facilitator in getting glucose into cells for energy. The body uses some glucose immediately, storing any excess as glycogen or converting it into fat for future use. This finely tuned process ensures a steady supply of energy for the body's varied functions. Now let's shift gears from the classroom to the real world. Understanding this glucose dance is vital, even if you don't have glaring health issues. Glucose is the body's preferred energy source, but the notion that more glucose equals more energy is a misconception. Loading up on glucose can lead to sugar spikes in the blood, akin to drowning a plant with too much water. Our bodies operate similarly, whether or not there are underlying health concerns like diabetes. Here's the kicker. For most people, maintaining consistently high blood glucose levels can silently trigger inflammation, a problem not easily detectable. This inflammation, left unchecked over time, can pave the way for serious issues like heart disease or diabetes, often discovered when it's too late. So, it's in our best interest to keep our glucose levels steady and within the optimal range for a healthier, more balanced life. Let's face it, glucose seems to be everywhere, especially in our favorite foods. So the idea that most of our go-to treats are loaded with glucose, and the more we consume, the more our glucose spikes and the faster we age, might not be welcome news. But it's certainly news worth paying attention to. Take, for instance, the innocent indulgence of 2 cupcakes. Contrary to popular belief, glucose levels don't immediately respond to food. It takes about 15 minutes for your glucose curve to show any sign of increase after a meal. So for the first 20 minutes post-cupcakes, there's no noticeable surge in glucose. As your cupcakes transform into glucose and enter your bloodstream through the digestive process, your pancreas gears up. The peak of a meal's glucose levels occurs around 1.5 hours after eating, and those cupcakes you enjoyed led to a spike in the undesirable range. Long-term elevated glucose levels can lead to organ damage and various health issues, prompting your pancreas to send in the cavalry insulin. Insulin's primary role is to regulate blood glucose levels. It directs glucose to cells needing immediate energy, then stores excess glucose in muscles and the liver. When those reserves are full, insulin converts the surplus into fat for long-term storage. This intricate dance between glucose spikes and weight gain reveals that more spikes mean more insulin. Equating to more glucose stored as fat. Consider the aftermath of such glucose spikes on sleep. Many have experienced tiredness as glucose levels drop, leading to what is commonly known as the afternoon slump. Can steering clear of meals that cause glucose spikes prevent these crashes? Scientific evidence suggests so. By 8 p.m., glucose levels are low and hunger sets in. Interestingly, glucose levels dip slightly below the starting point at 4 p.m., hinting at a connection between this pattern and increased hunger. The danger here lies in opting for another sweet treat, restarting the glucose roller coaster. So what's the deal with cupcakes? Could consuming foods that maintain steady glucose levels avoid issues like sleepiness, weight gain, and heightened hunger? It's a theory, but one thing is certain. When you choose meals that don't send your glucose levels into the red, you're steering clear of the insulin roller coaster. The goal? Keep your glucose levels steady by finding foods that work for you. Thanks for watching and joining us. We hope you found this experience both enlightening and enjoyable. Remember, the pursuit of knowledge knows no bounds, so continue to explore, question, and embrace the joy of discovery. Whether you're here for educational purposes or just to unwind, we're grateful for your presence. Stay curious, stay inspired, and most importantly, keep learning.